been hunting for an intake gasket for this 318 Dodge. Let's see if we can find one.
I'll hear the hands and all over
We had to look in the woods to find the intake gasket because the parts house don't know how to order nothing. This is Alabama.
Sweet home.
Hey, 318 91 Dodge. Set up since 2010. Four-wheel drive. So what we're doing with it is tuning it up, put a new water pump on it, new fan clutch. We put new plugs, wires, trim cap, rotor button, and still had a mess in it, and then realized that so much grease was on it. I'll use my little pointer here. The intake gasket was leaking on it, and it had hesitation in it, and then so I sprayed that down with water, and you can see the air bubbles bubbling out of the intake, so the intake gasket was leaking. My guess is it's probably somebody's been in here and changed this out over the years. But this right here has done got dry rotting. I guess from sitting. So we're gonna change it out. We did put valve cover gaskets on it. We're gonna take them back off. We got one of them got to come off to get the intake off. So cleaned up all the grease off of it when the valve cover is leaking for 20 years. It used to be a city truck, and then a buddy of mine and his brother-in-law used to put satellite systems in, and they brought this truck from the city, and this is what they used to put the satellite system in. To give you a little background on the truck, it's fairly low miles on the truck, considering the year of it, and you would guess it and guess right. O'Reilly's couldn't get an intake gasket for it. Advance said they couldn't get one, so I called the Advance next town over. They can have one in the morning. So that puts us another day behind waiting on parts, and we're like 3 days behind because we had to wait on parts. Every part we ordered for this thing, we had to wait on it. This is why it takes so long when you're messing with these cars now, because you had to order every part. You had to wait till they come in. And like everybody else says, you know, kind of like Rock Auto, probably the better. But the only difference is you got to wait a week and a half on some of your parts come in. But we don't have a week and a half. I've got to get this thing knocked out, then move on to the next one, because we got a Chevrolet Silverado that we got to fix the dash cluster, and then we got to fix the air conditioner blower motor, and probably do the little door on the bottom. We got to figure out why, how come it's cutting off. And then we got to get back on the 64 F100 and try to get it ready in primer before the cold weather sets in the next month or so. So that's what we're up against. I know it's been a while since I posted the video, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm backed up about 6 months, but I guess we'll get it. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you can't build a car in a day unless you one-eyed cat. One-eyed cat's the overhauling crew. Him and Ron's the overhauling crew. And then you add JB and LP in there. That's the overhauling crew right there. We will catch y'all on the next one.